Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, 나르기 English. I'm Heidi. Glad you're here again. Now, let me begin my story. So today, I want to share the story of my last day to USA before I returned to Korea. Even though nothing really special happened, I had a very meaningful moment the day before I left for Korea. I went to the swimming pool just like I usually did, but I didn't swim. Instead of swimming, I just sat there and enjoyed the wind, the smell of the air and sky when I listened to music. At that, I went back to my brother's house and packed my small outing bag. That day, I was gonna visit my cousin. We had already planned this visit. She lived not far from my brother's place. When we arrived at her house, the whole family greeted each other warmly. My sister-in-law and I naturally walked into the kitchen. But guess what? I was so surprised. It looked like a celebration. There was so much delicious food on the table. I think my cousin had prepared everything by herself, maybe since early morning or even the day before. My heart felt so warm and thankful. Actually, my cousin and I used to live together when I was in elementary school. She was a young adult back then, and she lived with my family. I have only two elder brothers, so having her around felt like having a real sister. She worked during the weekdays, but on weekends she always spent the time with me. I used to play with her makeup, and she never got mad at me. Instead, she always smiled kindly. While eating lunch, we all talk about our old memories. So that day in America, I have a special time remembering my childhood with my cousin. Even though I'm an adult now, so I feel lucky to have such good memories from the while I was young. And it was time to say goodbye. My cousin packed a lot of food for us to take home. Kind people never change, do they? We said goodbye and promised to meet again. On the way back to my brother's house, we stopped by a Korean market and also walked through the small park. But no one said much because the next day we had to leave. You know, the more we don't want time to pass, the faster it goes. That's exactly how we felt. The rest of the story is about my journey back to Korea at the airport. My travel story is almost coming to an end. Let's meet again in the next video for my trip back to Korea. Bye bye.